Scrooge and the gang are back for another wild adventure, or should I say adventures, when the dastardly Beagle Boys break into Scrooge's money bin to steal one of his paintings. Scroogey comes to find out that this piece of artwork was home to a piece of paper that holds clues to 5 different treasures scattered around the world, or maybe even off-world. And being a greedy, money-loving duck that he is, Scrooge McDuck sets out to claim those prizes for himself. This is DuckTales Remastered.
What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here. Welcome back to a new episode of Nintendo Review Zone. So fans have been clamoring for a new DuckTales game, and when it seemed like there was no hope of that happening, an announcement was made out of the blue that WayForward, Capcom, and Disney were teaming up to create DuckTales Remastered. And it's just that, a remastered version of the original NES game, DuckTales. It has updated graphics, music, and new game content, but is it worth checking out? Let's find out.
DuckTales Remastered is divided up into 7 different levels that will be taking you to places like the jungly world of the Amazon where monkeys and coil snakes roam, or the snow-capped mountains of the Himalayas. Now if you've ever played the original DuckTales, then you know that the gameplay is rather basic. Everything revolves around Scrooge's versatile walking cane. You'll be pogoing around on it, thus allowing you to jump higher or hurt enemies, or even giving a rock a good old smack to send it flying into the air. This whole concept of getting around via pogoing feels rather unique considering not a whole lot of games are like it, but I did have problems with how it controlled. I found myself quite often getting hurt because the game wouldn't register my button press to do a pogo jump, and that can get very annoying when every jump counts in those sticky situations. Plus, I also experienced Scrooge stopping a pogo jump even when I still had the button held down, which is also frustrating. But once you get past these couple of control problems, you have a fun little adventure with DuckTales Remastered, even if the game will test you at times with it having a harder difficulty than your normal game. And there's nothing wrong with a good challenge. Now the levels are littered with hidden areas and hidden items, whether that be some invisible treasure chest tucked away in the top corner of the screen that you must reach to reveal it, or even secret areas where you go above the screen like in old school Mario games. You'll be constantly trying to jump all around thinking that maybe a hidden gem is hidden there, so you can rake in all that shiny goodness, which is pretty fun and it gives you a reason to adventure around more. The money collected isn't for nothing, as it will be used to unlock a ton of different extras like concept art, pencil renderings, or even the game's music for you to listen to. Now one of the things that people have been pointing out as a negative with DuckTales Remastered is its story and cutscenes. Now the game is littered with cutscenes at the beginning, end, and even during the levels, but I don't see what the big problem is with them. They're well put together and they give you an exposition or an idea of what exactly is going on in the game. The cutscenes are even fully voice acted, and all the original voice actors from the DuckTales TV show reprise their roles as their respective characters, so what's not to like? Plus, it's not like they are unskippable. You can quickly open up the menu and click skip. It takes like 1 second to do that. But I could see the convenience of having an option in the main menu to turn off the cutscenes if you are on your second run through. Now the game's visuals have seen a huge overhaul from what you are used to in the classic NES title, but they are actually put together nicely. The game mixes 2D character sprites with 3D environments and it all blends together really well. The 2D sprites on the one hand are very clean with animations that are high quality and fluid. On the other hand, the environments have some nice background, but I did notice that the water didn't look very good. But overall, WayForward did a phenomenal job giving this game a graphical makeover. Now, along with the graphics being remastered, the music has been too. Jake Kaufman, the man behind the wonderful music for games like the Mighty Switch 4 series, has updated the music beautifully here. No longer being boops and beeps this time around, you get a more dynamic soundtrack. Don't think you'll be losing out on anything here though, because the music he created still has the classic DuckTales rhythm and melody underneath it all. The end result is something quite awesome, and if you're feeling extra nostalgic, you'll even be able to unlock the original 8-bit soundtrack for you to play along with, so that's great. Now, even though the game is rather short with there only being 7 levels, it still has stuff to do. It is meant to be played again and again, considering there are 4 different difficulty levels and a bunch of unlockables as well. Plus, there are even online leaderboards for you to take part in, where you can try to complete the game as fast as you can, or collect the most money. Overall, DuckTales Remastered is a well put together game, and it's something that fans of the original DuckTales game should play. I had a rather fun time poking around as Mr. McDuck, even though I found the controls of the cane to be somewhat flawed at times. With some splendid sprite work and nice remastered music, you've got a great little package here on the Wii U eShop. So, the GamingPixelShow.com is awarding DuckTales Remastered a 4 out of 5.
So that will bring us to the end of yet another episode of Nintendo Review Zone. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up, and you can stay tuned for more reviews like this in the future, along with my news videos and my That's Nintendo Crazy series. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye. Just another tale of daring do with DuckTales. Woo! Woo! Just another tale. Just another tale. Just another tale with cotton tails, no DuckTales. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.